many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. One, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections Magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections Magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections Magazine.
Welcome, great day, everyone. Hope all is well. I am host and CEO of Divine Connections. We are a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. So you have a couple of opportunities to network with us. One, you could advertise your business or your organization in the magazine. Your ad will run for 3 months. We do half page as well as full page, and I'm working on the next issue now. So if you are interested, definitely stay connected. I'll put my email information up so you can email me or text me to let me know who you are and what you do. We can go from there. We also do 2 events a year. We do one in March and we do one in October. March is my anniversary, where I bring in quartet groups, choirs, praise dance moms, vendors, sponsors, and we network and worship together. And then in October, we have a program called Bring It, where I bring in praise dance groups, moms, vendors, and youth vendors and sponsors as well. So mark your calendar for our next big event, Saturday, October 14th at the Mebane Arts Center. It's going to be at 11 a.m. So if you are interested in being supportive and want to be a sponsor and help us sponsor this event as well, you can do that. And we also have that inclusive with vendors. If you want to vend, we have that sponsorship packet as well. So definitely contact us and let us know who you are and what you do. We are so excited. We also have our online store, which is, you have my apparel, the Divine Connection shirts and hoodies and pillows and socks and blankets. And so we have over 100 items in our shop. We also have even the military apparel as well, and best dead ever. We have those holidays coming up, so definitely make sure you stop by the store and do some shopping. It is bit.ly/Divine Connection Store, and I'll show you a little clip of that as well. And we are so excited that you now can download our app. Go to your Google Play Store, your Apple Store, and download Divine Connections Magazine, 3 separate words, and install that on your phone, and then we'll send you out some information of what is going on and some awesome, great connections as well. So let's get into it. We're going to go to one of our sponsors and see what they have going on, and we'll be right back.
The bad news is suicides rise again in the U.S., increases highest among Black people ages 10 to 24. People need hope. The good news is hope is on the way. Join Mothers in Crisis Hope Pass It On campaign. Please visit makeahopeconnection.com. Hope, pass it on, and save a life.
Hope is on the way, so definitely be encouraged. That's one of our awesome sponsors. So let's get into it. Let me first share with you a little clip of our October events and how that kind of looks, so you can get an idea. So hold tight. Awesome, awesome. And this is how we make it happen at Divine Connections event. So definitely stay tuned and mark your calendar for our next big event, Saturday, October 14th. Now, let me show you a little clip of Divine Connection store and what's in that as well, or look, some items you can check out. Awesome, awesome. So that is where you can go shopping at Divine Connection, bit.ly Divine Connection store. All right. So if you are interested in being on the show or have any questions about the events or want to be a part, please text 336-338-8903 or email Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com. And then if you want to attend the event, just to attend, you can go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Okay. But if you want to be a part, definitely let me know and text me. All right. We also have an opportunity for you to join our subscriber list, so you can know what's going on, when it's going on, and keep informed with Divine Connections with update and news. To go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com and join our email list. We also have our Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing. And we're also on Instagram. Follow us there at Divine Connections. And we also have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. So go to that page, subscribe, and click the notification button so you'll be notified when we are live. All right. So that's how you can stay connected. If you have not done so already, Divine Connections Magazine is now available for this quarter. So go and check it out at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. And we have a lot of variety of networking individuals. We have ministries. We have quartet groups. We have speakers. We have different opportunities. We had in March, we had a men's panel talking about mental health, life, and challenges. All the men that was on the men's panel, their information is on here. So if they have a business or a ministry, you can check that out here. All of our vendors that we had at our event, it's in here as well. So we had a lot of great information. Oh, look at that coordination, that orange and white. That's cool. We had a lot of information going out. So that is what we do. We have connect with different people doing great things, making it happen, and you connect with what you need with. Okay. We have this in hard copy as well as digital copy. If you want to get hard copy, you just change the quantity number of the number of magazines you would like, and they're $12 each. And then you can send it out to your family, your friends, people that you network with, your co-workers, your barbershops, and help us get the word out. Okay, so you can do that. We're also looking for sponsors, as you saw one of our sponsors earlier. If you have a 30-second commercial for your business or your organization, we would love to help get the word out there. Consistency is a great thing for marketing and getting your message out. And so if you're a good fit, we do a 3-month agreement with you, and we put you on before or after or during our interview so people can know who you are, what you do, and how to contact you. All right. And so you would have to have a 30-second commercial already done, and you would just submit that and go from there. And it's only $150 for that. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, please let us know. All right. So if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, your business, your ministry, your book, your gospel group, or your event, we customize in that as well. So definitely contact us. We would love to serve you. I'm also grateful for the book. My second book is now out. It's called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People, because that is what we do. I talk about the accomplishments I've done with the help of the Lord with my personal as well as my business life. So if you want to know how I do what I do with the help of the Lord, get my book. It's on Amazon. It's also on Walmart.com. You can get it from me, a signed copy. If you're in the Greensboro area, you can go to the Next Chapter Bookstore and Friendly Shopping Center at Ben Boy's Restaurant. It's in there as well. All right. And then don't forget also our journal is out now. So you can journal, write the vision, make it plain, celebrate and execute and celebrate. So we write down different things that's going on in our hearts, our minds, different desires we want to accomplish, and then we go through our process, and then we look back at what God has done for us, and we journal that. We journal that journey, okay, and put that information in. So it says write the vision and make it plain, okay. So definitely get your copy of Making It Happen. You are a divine connection, okay. So definitely do that. Don't forget about our app. You can download that at Divine Connections the magazine, from your Google store, your Apple store. And then last but not least, don't forget to go shopping at our Divine Connections store, bit.ly slash / Divine Connections store. We would love to help us spread the word about Divine Connections, and to let somebody know that you are a Divine Connections. And so with no further ado, we have our special guest in the house, Miss Felicia, and she is going to bring it, because what she does is definitely what everybody needs. So let's go ahead and bring her on in. Help me welcome Miss Felicia. Great day. How are you?
Great day and good afternoon. Greetings. So delighted to be with you here today, Deloris.
Awesome. I
Doing
am
well?
delighted to have you. I love what you are doing, and I can't wait to share it with the audience, because you're doing some phenomenal things. But let's first get into it. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself and who you are and where you're from.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you. I guess to get started, I would say probably right around the time I was 12, 13 years old, I had an awakening of my heart.
Hmm.
And this awakening came in the form of a death in my family. And
Mm.
it was one of my favorite uncles. He was just near and
Oh,
dear to my
wow.
heart. He passed away, and I remember my parents telling me that morning. And I'm from the Midwest, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school that morning, and I just cried on my friend's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely cried, because I was devastated around his death and didn't quite fully understand all of the pieces to the parts. I just knew
Right.
that he touched my heart deeply. So what
Yeah.
happened is that led to me really diving into, well, how can I connect more with my heart in the face of challenge and despair and valleys, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember having little comic strips in the newspaper called Love Is. And I used to collect those comic strips. And I didn't know why. I just loved them. I thought they were heartwarming, heart touching, and I would just collect them and put them aside. And then
Yeah.
what happened is after his death, I was put on assignment.
Mm.
And I began to hand those out to people whenever I saw or could sense that they were experiencing some type of turmoil or challenge or, just some valley that they were moving through in their hearts. And this is, at the age of 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward, that journey just continued to grow and evolve and develop into a lot more. And I then found myself standing over my grandfather's casket.
Mm.
And at his funeral, he had passed away of congestive heart failure. And at that time, I was working in the pharmaceutical industry, specifically focused on congestive heart failure.
Yeah.
So I knew what he had experienced, and I just wanted to be a part of the solution to support other members of my family at that time to,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to take some type of control or responsibility in this area of heart disease, which was prevalent in our family. So
Mm.
that's a little bit about how it began.
Yeah.
It really was embedded within my family and understanding the heart disease within the family, and then really having like this vow that came over me was when I was standing over my grandfather's casket to say, wait a minute, there's got to be something I can do to
Mm-hmm.
support somebody, if it's not just but one person,
That's
to be
right.
able to maybe not even go through this,
Mm-hmm.
this this whole process of heart disease and how it just begins to break down other organs of the body and end up
Yeah.
in the way in which it ended up for my grandfather. So that was the initiation, so to speak. And then I've just received resources ever since I took that vow. The resources just have been coming, and they're still coming
Wow.
to be able to complete my promise.
Mm-hmm. And we know the heart is a vital part of just life, love, stress, just different things going on. So it is vital to understand your heart, how it works, and what's hitting sometimes behind the heart, and what causes things. So you want to tap in that to that a little bit.
Oh my goodness, yes, because oftentimes, with the heart, it has so many dimensions.
Mm.
And I mean this in terms of physical dimensions as well as energetic dimensions. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the container that holds the energy of love.
Mm.
And so, if you're really working with your heart, you may be working with, say, the depth, which is the particular dimension of your heart that really focuses on emotional management, emotional resilience. How do I support myself and use tools and strategies to work through emotional fluctuations without going off on somebody
That's
or,
right.
just holding it all in and then feeling like I'm constricted. So,
Mm-hmm.
the heart is so dynamic and there's so many aspects to it. So I think for, someone that wants to get started with it, the first thing is just to put your attention and focus on your physical heart.
Yeah.
But most of us don't even do that. We just go about our day and we're just moving about and not really paying attention to just the beat of our heart
Mm-hmm.
or, just thanking our heart for all that it does on a day-to-day basis, just pumping that blood that provides all the oxygen to every other aspect of our bodies so
Yeah.
that we can function and we can
Absolutely.
function. So just
Absolutely.
starting there with the acknowledgement of it and placing attention and focus on it and giving thanks and appreciation for all that it does on our behalf.
Yeah, definitely. That's all about gratitude and being thankful. And are there certain exercises that you do that you can kind of do to focus on your heart, like breathing, or what do you suggest?
Yes, absolutely. There are a few things you can do. You can use breathing. You
Mm-hmm.
can also use sound.
Mm.
And of course, physical touch.
Mm-hmm.
So I can provide maybe a few examples.
Sure.
Let's start with sound.
Okay.
So, first of all, it's best to just locate your heart in your chest
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're at that point in your chest, you can create a sound and be very observant about the vibration that
Mm-hmm.
it creates inside of your chest. So here's an example. Just creating with the sound of ah.
Mm.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
you say ah, as you extend the the H
Mm.
sound, you can go inside of your body and feel the vibration of that H right inside of your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use that sound just to calm yourself. If you're
Yeah.
stressed out, in any given moment of any given day, you can say the sound very lightly, or you can extend it with a tone. So
Mm-hmm.
there's either the ah,
Yeah.
or it can be ah. And as you extend that sound, then your body is receiving the vibration of it and the calming effects of it.
Mm. Awesome. I love that. What about classical music? I heard somebody say if you listen to classical music, that helps as well.
Absolutely. It's classical is it vibrates at that tone. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I used to play the violin for several years. For
Yeah.
about 12 years, I played the violin, and the sound of that violin and the strings in particular are attuned to the frequency of the heart.
Awesome. 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 So if someone was going through some things and maybe they feel a certain way in their body and there's a change in, you know, how like, you know, you may be going through some different things or you may be going on a regular task and then you feel something happening in your body, a tightness.
Mhm.
What is your suggestion to them?
Well, first of all, if there is some constriction, to locate it, because sometimes, it's all connected. It might start in one place, but it can be leading from another place. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, the back of the heart. If
Mm-hmm.
there is, constriction in the back, a lot of people have back issues and they're just thinking it's a back issue. It could be the heart. you know.
Mm.
So I would suggest having perhaps a chiropractor check it out.
Mm-hmm.
As your outside source. As an internal source, you can begin to use breathing patterns to focus on that area of your back. So as you breathe in the nose, you breathe in the nose, then you can breathe out of the mouth. And as you breathe out of the mouth, you're sending your attention to that area that has the tension and the constriction in the backside. So that would be an example. So these, of course, are practices that can be developed
Mm-hmm.
over time, but there's so many different practices that can be used to support you without even having to visit a physician. But of course, that's not what I'm communicating here. If you need to go to the physician, go and
Right.
get checked out. But you can support that and supplement it in many different ways.
Awesome. So what are the services that you provide to help with the heart and what you do?
Well, I have heart coaching where I guide you back into your heart, because oftentimes we're just in our minds and our minds are like the surface. So guiding it so that we can actually create coherence between what we're thinking and what we're emoting
Mm-hmm.
and what our body is sensing. So I have the guidance coaching, and then I also offer heart rhythm meditation facilitation. So if
Mm.
you would desire to learn to meditate in that specific way,
Yeah.
that particular form of meditation links your breathing with your heartbeat. And
Mm.
by linking those two, not only are you impacting your energy levels by using the power of your heart's energy, you're also aligning that with your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And by being able to link the breathing and the heartbeat, you're able to link up and really put your body in coherence. So that's another service that I offer. And then I just recently joined the Her First Academy
Oh,
as the parenting from the heart coach. And
okay.
that's another service that I offer. And I'm so excited because so many parents, are really seeking for
Mhm.
sure. Because we're just, yeah, I'm a parent of three beautiful young ladies, and I know what it was like as they were growing up with all of the different activities and school, and then you've got work and
Mhm.
just juggle all of these things. So I offer parenting from the heart coaching through the herfirstacademy.com as well.
Awesome, awesome. So let's put up some contact information for someone that's interested in connecting with you. How can they find you?
Well, they can either email me directly at Felicia at calmheartcoach.com or check out my website at heal.me/Felicia Harlow, and my services are listed there, right there at heal.me.
Awesome. And do you do one-on-one virtual as well if they're not in your area?
Absolutely. I do virtual coaching, virtual or distance healing as well, heart healing.
Awesome, awesome. So let's get into distance healing or the healing part. Give us a little insight about that.
All right. Well, oftentimes there might be something going on with the physical body.
Mm-hmm.
So, from that perspective, I'll use what we call PEMF, post electromagnetic frequency, in which I use the power of my heart
Mm-hmm.
and I transmit um, and work with the energy field around the body in order to support and disseminating any types of pains and aches and things that might be going on.
Mm-hmm.
Or, there's memory that we hold around the parts of our bodies that can actually be worked with. And so I go into those fields around the body and work with them. I work with the chakras. For those that are familiar with the chakras, I work with the chakras to create balance, because sometimes we become imbalanced just based on the energetic frequencies of our chakras. One
Mm-hmm.
chakra, like if you often experience headaches, perhaps there's a lot of energy flowing up around your third eye chakra that needs to be balanced and allow your headache to dissipate as a result of that. So there's different levels that I work with. There's the
Mm-hmm.
physical level, there's the emotional, energetic level, and then there's the spiritual radiance level, which really is about the template of the body and how
Mm-hmm.
we can restore the template as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So do you have any workshops or anything coming up soon?
Well, absolutely. There are some things that people can tap into all the time, and that
Okay.
is my podcast.
Okay.
And that is through Spotify, or I
Mm-hmm.
think they renamed it now, but Spodcasters or something like that, whatever they named it. But it's called Calm Heart Sanctuary, Calm Heart Sanctuary. So people can go and listen to that at any moment in time during their day or evening to
Yeah.
experience some tools and tips there. And
Mm-hmm.
then, as always, we always have coming up in the Her First Academy, we always have people that are coming to provide their master classes every Thursday. I just did mine last Thursday, so that's
Yeah.
available for people to tap into and listen to as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So anything else you want to share before we go to words of encouragement? Do you have any books or anything out?
I do. I
Okay.
have a journal, a self
Okay.
care journal that I created. It's called the Calm Heart Journal.
Mm-hmm.
And that journal, I basically offer it as I'm coaching with individuals, because we work through that together.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is available, the Calm Heart Journal. And my books have been written but haven't been published yet. There's a
Okay.
couple of books that have been written but not published yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yes, we are definitely moving forward, and so excited because at the time I began to really begin to learn about the heart and dive
Yeah.
into heart school. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't talked about as much back then.
Right.
But
Right.
now, of course, you hear it everywhere, because it is this time and day and age that we're in now that if you're not focusing on your heart, you're having some major challenges right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what is the month for the heart? They celebrate different things because a lot of things
Yes.
take. What is the month of the heart for the heart?
The month of the heart is February, just like
February.
for, Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
but it's Heart Awareness Month. And so many people, really work inside of that month, but I really see Heart Month as every month because
Yep.
it's such a core aspect of our existence that I see it as a day-to-day, just daily operation, daily
Yeah.
method of operation to be in tune with your heart and to live from your heart
Mm-hmm.
and be able to do so in a way that makes you feel like you have a very strong backbone, but yet
Yeah.
a soft heart.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, is there anything else you want to share before we do words of encouragement? I don't want to forget anything.
Yes, yes. One thing I want to share is that whenever you are in a situation where you just feel like your mind is racing, 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 just stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just pause. Because oftentimes our minds can race, and what's happening is that we're disconnecting from our bodies. And as we place our attention back into our heart, we place our attention back inside of our bodies.
Mm.
And that gives our mind something to do other than to just loop and worry and patterns.
Yeah.
And it likes to buck like a horse. Our minds like to just go wild like a horse. But I think that is important right now because this is Mental Health Awareness Month,
Mm-hmm.
this month of May. And many, many people are suffering at this time from mental health issues. And it's totally linked with the heart because the mind is the surface of the heart. But when we take time to go deeper into the layers of the heart,
Yeah.
really address things that are going on underneath, we can then impact our mental health, our mental awareness,
Mm-hmm.
but really going deeper into the layers of the heart and really working with those layers. So I think that's important to speak about since we are inside of mental health awareness right now.
Absolutely. Do you know of other locations that people can go to help with mental health?
There are Um, I think I remember there are some mental health practitioners specifically for the African American community that are at BetterHelp.
Okay.
But if you tap into resources for the heart, you're going to definitely impact the mind
Yeah.
because they're so linked as well. So you can certainly tap into the resources that I provide and find that you have um, a really incredible amount of support
Mhm.
mentally simply by focusing on the heart.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And end us with some words of encouragement.
All right. So, how can you know and recognize whether
Mm-hmm.
your heart is open or shut down?
Good question.
So, I want to share that if you're in a place of intense judgment, whether that's internally or if someone is projecting a lot of judgment at you,
Mm.
you can determine whether or not your heart is open by the way in which you react or respond.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can have intense judgment towards an individual and they just respond in a very loving way.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a person that has an open heart
Wow.
because they understand that, hey, there's so much going on in the world. I don't know what they've just been through, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So that would be a word of encouragement because there's so much going on right now. There's so much judgment. There's a lot of criticism, pessimism. I mean, when you turn on the television, all you're hearing is about everything that's not working, right?
Right. Right.
So you want to be in a place where you can, really fold back into those places of vulnerability where you expand your capacity to just be open to, okay, this person is going through this or that person is going through that, and how can I be?
Mm-hmm.
How can I be that can be a role model or an influence inside of this whole scenario?
Yeah.
And of course, that takes practice. It takes work because all of us are going to have some type of reaction in different scenarios where we feel like, oh, geez, what did I just say? And what did I just do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, with practice, and just returning back to the heart, you have the ability to keep that heart open. You can keep that heart open. Personal rejection is the other side of flip of the coin. Some of us we're talking down to ourselves. We're, beating ourselves up with our own words. And so for the person that tends to fall in that category, what I say to you is keep returning to something that's opposite of what you're telling yourself. So like, for example, say, oh, you big dummy, why did you do that? Or why did you say that? And you can reverse that by saying the opposite of that and saying, you know what? I am being creative.
Yeah.
I am being creative with my words. And they flow in all different fashions. So I'm tapping and I'm choosing to tap and tune into my creativity right now.
That's right.
So those are the two words or two areas of encouragement, because there's just so much judgment, I think, is happening right now to support us and opening our hearts back up and giving ourselves some compassion, some self-compassion. And as we provide compassion for ourselves, then we naturally extend it to those that we encounter.
I love it. I love it. That's Miss Felicia, y'all. The heart is very vital. So connect with her. Touch base where she has a lot of resources and connections as well. And take care of yourself. Love yourself. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Felicia. So hold tight. I'm going to turn it over to some of videos, but I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Thank you again for being my guest, Miss Felicia, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.